control.
The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren.
Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now. Dr. Liara Tassoni. She was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
You sure she's on our side? Her mother's working with Saren.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal.
Gilda, spare the Asari if you can.
The Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship.
Alright, so now we've got a complete crew. Welcome everybody back to Mass Effect. I am not going to talk to the Council using this button because...
No.
Forget them. Seriously,
yeah,
forget them.
When was the last time they helped you out?
Well, they did make me a Spectre, which is kind of a help, but you could say I deserved it, so...
Oh, please, you're kicking and screaming.
Oh,
like...
I got a little XP I can gain by examining this doodad over here.
What, the door?
No, the display.
Oh.
Alright, so let's pick the next location. I think the next two on the main area were Pharos and Noveria. I think we decided... Oh, did we decide to do Pharos or Noveria?
I thought you decided Pharos.
I did, but I think that's the longer one, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay, we'll do the shorter one then.
Because you listed the stream as Pharos. Yeah, I know, I did. Maybe I could change it.
You're gonna mess with the heads of all the 2 Twitch people watching this.
Okay, so now we're gonna zoom out, and let's see, where is Noveria? Actually, we have to back out all the way here. Okay, so this is Pharos, is in that system, Attican Beta, and Noveria is over here in the Horsehead Nebula.
Take a left at Albuquerque.
And this time it tells us what system, so we're just gonna go straight there.
There's a lot of space in space there. There's not more interesting things to see.
Well, space is mostly empty space.
I'm waiting for Neil deGrasse Tyson to come in and saying, hey, your stars are off.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Okay, so that's a side mission. Somebody wants me to meet them next time I'm at the Citadel. But in the meantime, we can go straight to Noveria and land.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
So they're not very friendly.
Nope. They're kind of jerks. Can't wait to meet the women. Woohoo!
More XP. More little XP. Okay.
More jogging. Around your own ship. Looks like a bunch of laptops in there. It's just all kind of like loitering around.
Okay, and so when you exit, this is when you get your crew choices. So now we notice we have all these slots are filled. Got any ideas about who you want to bring on this one?
Yeah, well, I haven't really had a chance to peruse them as far as what particular attributes might be advantageous in this particular venue.
The colors actually show it to you, and you have to look at the bars, basically. You got the 2 humans on this side, and basically, like, Ashley is a soldier. She's good at combat and nothing else.
Yep. Well, she's also kind of a racist.
Yeah. Caden has a little bit of biotic and a little bit of combat and tech. Ashley has combat and tech. Liara is biotic, is strong on biotic and a little bit of tech and combat. Erdnot Rex is strong on combat and has biotic and tech. Garrus is strong on combat and tech, no biotic. And Tali is very strong on tech and some combat, no biotic.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Garrus dying every 5 seconds last time we were doing this?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what was happening with him being knocked down.
Does he have some defense things that aren't engaged or hasn't leveled up yet?
It may be that I just haven't gotten any good armor for him. Now, Rex is usually pretty tough, so we could take him. And then the question really would be, do we want to take Liara, Garrus, or Tali? Now,
what do you think?
Well, I know we're going to be fighting Geth, and I usually like somebody who has good tech to fight that. So that would probably be Tali or Garrus.
I'd probably go with Tali then.
Okay.
Garrus just seems to like bullet drop. He's like,
yeah, I'll have to look and see. Maybe I need to get some better armor for him. But yeah, he seemed to be dropping pretty readily.
His performance does not seem to go along with what his character dynamic should be.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
And I probably have to level Tali up because we've been doing some stuff since we've been playing with her. And let's see. Let's max out Rex's Krogan Battlemaster. Maybe get 2 more points. Can't reach any big barriers. Let's add it to warp. Tali's got a lot of stuff to add. I may just auto do this.
Probably a good idea, especially in the ideas of expediency.
And Shepard is up to date, so nothing to do there.
Where can I get that shade?
Commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Yeah, the layout that you got over there. Anything you have to do there? No? Maybe?
People are clipping through the door.
What do you want to do with the whole deck?
The appeal of winter wears thin.
Oh, these boxes laying all over the place.
I need to get my blood flowing. Find me something to kill.
That's far enough.
Something wrong, officer?
You better hope there isn't. This is an unscheduled arrival. I need
the
credentials.
I found something for you to kill.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I don't know if
I'm
this can actually devolve into a firefight.
Atlantis Risk Control Services.
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
And next Navy patrol isn't due for another 2 weeks.
You're a long way from home, Commander.
Home is a state of mind.
Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Let's not start a fight.
Why not?
Captain Matsuo, stand down. We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Arasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
Now that's a typical way of these games handling stuff like that, where whether you chose to be conciliatory or confrontational, someone was going to overrule those people and let you in with your weapons anyway. It was really just a question of like, you...
How much of a jerk you're
Yeah,
gonna be.
you describing what your character's like. Is your character going to say, yeah, okay, I understand, it's a reasonable rule, or is your character going to say, take this gun over my dead body?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Parasini
Those are the
will
floaty
answer
thing.
any questions you have.
Weapons detectors, don't mind the alarm. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Someone piss in your security chief's coffee today?
She takes her job seriously. She is a valuable asset to the company. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I'm not here to dig out any corporate secrets.
Except, yes, we totally
That's
are.
gratifying to hear.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's flunky? Where?
Oh, I wonder if that meant we wanted to bring Liara here, actually.
Probably.
We may want to
I'm always
go...
picking the wrong one.
Yeah, we may want to go back to the ship at some point and change the crew out, because some of these missions do work out differently depending on who you bring.
Who you bring, yeah.
Passed through? Where is she now?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
That's where I need to be then.
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
If Lady Benezia is here, it might be wise to bring Liara along. She knows her mother better than we do.
Yeah, okay. So we will go into the city here, and we will have to do some negotiating to get what we want. But I think then the next question will be, yeah, we'll go back to the ship and we'll swap out Liara for
what's her face?
For Tali, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate the cold.
Better stay close. We're gonna need a nerd.
Is it not letting me?
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site
Why
for
don't these weird
independent
doors work?
scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
I'm getting a Portal vibe.
The managers warned us about you.
Oh, I remember this guy.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you.
This guy wants us to smuggle things.
This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I won't carry anything if I don't know what it is.
This one must be discreet. Rest assured, the contents pose no threat to anyone within this port.
I want to know where this package is going.
This one's customer prefers to remain anonymous.
Right, now these are options that I don't have. My character isn't advanced enough in the intimidate or persuade enough.
Deniability. He's not stupid then. Good.
This one is humbly grateful that the Spectre understands. Are you gracious enough to perform the task for this one?
So, do you want to smuggle stuff or not?
No, I think it's a bad idea either way, personally. But you know, it depends on. Is it
Maybe
one of those
later.
things where
Right now, I
you
need
would
supplies.
need what you're smuggling, or does whatever you're smuggling
This
end
one
up,
apologizes for
helping you later on? Type of
inconveniencing
thing.
I think it's one of those things where he will be able to help us in getting. Basically, what happens here is that
Like owe you, he'll owe you something.
Yeah, he'll owe us something. I think he may be able to make it easier for us to get out of this station and up to the research area, which is where we need to go. There is, of course, another way to do it. Non-human armor. So maybe he's got some armor for Garrus. Krogan armor.
I'm just wondering how badly it reflects on your character. And you
Liberator 4. Liberator 4 is really not any better than the Mercenary 1 Rex is already wearing. Okay, Guardian 3. Oh, okay. It's only showing me comparison for the current party members, so it's not really. It's not really worth trying to buy armor for Garrus unless I bring Garrus.
Yeah, and who wants to do that? He'll just drop dead.
All right. Well, anyway, what did they say? First office on the left, out of the elevator.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
He's not friendly either.
Hey, who is?
I think this is Ananias' office. Kind of big and empty.
Makes you wonder why they need to protect it so...
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Ananias.
One moment, please. Mr. Ananias?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Out of the way, Rex.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies.
Yeah.
This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material?
Yes, I do, actually.
Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Okay, so we can actually turn in the Hanar guy for smuggling. That's another option. In other words, so we could, like, potentially the guy who asked us to smuggle might be able to help us. But this guy also might be willing to help us if we turn in that guy.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren, one of your Spectre compatriots?
That's a good question.
He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Noveria's backers.
Okay, so Saren is an investor.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
I've heard an Asari Matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She's here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
I'd like to see her. Immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Let him be stubborn, Shepard. I'm sure someone else here is willing to help us.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will
Okay,
keep a running
do we want to narc on this guy, or do we want to smuggle for him? I don't want to do
tell
nothing.
me, man.
That's
I only
boring.
work here. You want to what?
I don't want to do nothing. I mean, we can do neither thing by not agreeing to smuggle and also not turning
this guy's
it
a
in.
jerk. Let's smuggle.
Okay, all right. So, all right. I frankly, if I remember, this guy's dirty anyway, and he's going to go down anyhow. So there's no reason to do that. All right, so we can go back.
I have no
we'll
more
take the
questions
smuggling
at this
job,
time.
and we'll.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you delivered.
And then we'll trade out Liara and Tali before attempting. If I remember, there's some kind of a.
Mr. Analeus isn't the only one with a past to leave Hanshan.
Uh-huh.
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you,
Now,
Commander?
can I normally
You
do the
can't
Kessel
bludgeon
run and
through
listen to 12
bureaucracy.
parsecs?
All right. What would you do?
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analeus.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Mr. Analeus isn't the only one with a past to
Okay,
leave
so she's
Hanshan.
giving us another way to get
Keen
out.
spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
These are all arms dealers, by the way. In fact, the armor and weapons you use in the game are manufactured by these companies.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the
Do
Citadel
they have a gift
Council to
shop?
develop
Maybe we can pick up
artificial
some stuff.
intelligence.
Yes, actually, there
They
is.
attract many
Nice.
protests. No agitators
There's a
have
whole.
ever
We haven't
breached
looked
our
at the.
security.
There's an extensive
That's why
market
they
in the
invest
Citadel. We
heavily
haven't really looked at yet.
Ooh.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
In fact, there's one that
The Age
sells
is
like
a leader in genetics and
knickknacks to
biotechnology.
furnish
They
your
try to keep
quarters
a low
with on the
profile
ship.
in the media.
No
Much of their
way.
research
Yeah, it's like
is
an
in
aquarium.
biotic
You can put fish
modifications.
in.
That angers many Luddite,
I'm
organic
sold.
baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Okay, so let's go back to the Hanar and take the smuggle job. I honestly don't know if I've ever taken that or if there are any like negative consequences of doing that. I guess we'll find out. Maybe we get caught and there's a firefight. Actually, there's going to be a firefight in here anyway.
Maybe you get fired. Well, everyone with all these guns, you just know it's going to happen. Not to mention,
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
Tell me about the job again.
This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted.
You want me to use my status to smuggle?
I'm just gonna
That
skip
is
through this.
not inaccurate.
And say, okay, yeah, I'll do it.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analeus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
I'm just browsing right now.
Okay.
This one awaits your return.
Okay, so that adds an item to the journal, and I believe he's smuggling something into the station. So we basically, I think, have to go to the Citadel and pick it up and then bring it back here. We're not going to do that right now. I'm just going to go back to the ship to swap crew. I think in the
it's funny. You have radios, right? I mean, in this lovely advanced, wondrous technology, couldn't you simply call down and say, "Hey, I'm sending what's her face back. Send me who?
I think
who you need."
In one of the later games, I think they did it where you could just do a menu like return to the ship as long as you were in a non-combat area. But in this one, it's actually like a strict world construction. Like if you want to go to the ship, you got to walk there.
Can't we just beam up? reality,
no,
Craig.
there's pretty much no teleportation of any kind as far as I remember in this thing.
No, I was quoting ET. So yeah, so the thing is, if you needed somebody, like say somebody dropped dead and you needed medical assistance or weapons delivery or anything like that, you can't just call to the ship and have it sent down?
No. Okay, see, there it is. See, there it is. I'm not sure how this... Oh, okay. So now the package is magically here.
Magically here by the power of space FedEx. I love you guys in Castaway.
Alright, so now we'll go in and we'll swap
open it?
crew. No, you just kind of pick it up, and so when we go back in, we'll bring it to him.
Stand by.
I'm not really sure how smuggling works, though. I mean, I guess was he just trying to get it from the hangar inside the station? How did it get to the hangar then? I thought we had to go to the Citadel and pick it up, but I guess it's already here.
Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard.
Okay, so now I just going right back out.
I think we should probably ask whether or not decontamination would go.
Okay, so we're gonna take Liara and Rex this time.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. XO Presley has the deck.
Yeah, but the XO is a jerk. Actually, he's not. Actually, he's not. Yeah, we haven't even really talked to him much. Most of the crew members actually have, like, backstory conversations you can go into. Some of them give you a little XP for doing it. Some of them just give you, you know, background information.
Some give you flack.
Now, if I remember correctly, I think this is the elevator that goes to the garage, so you could get a ground vehicle out. But it's
try
not
to get
accessible.
through the impassable areas.
Yeah, it's either that door or it's a similar one in the main area. Elevators, the game. There's actually an elevator inside the Normandy that you have to use to get from like the main deck to the hangar deck, and then there's an upper deck where the captain's quarters are. But they're basically also just loading screens. Like, it takes just as long to get anywhere inside the ship as it does to go anywhere else.
Because they deal them as their own individual environments, and the game has to load them all.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you have the package? The customer grows restless.
I mean, okay, so you actually have an option to screw him. You could keep it.
Well, yeah, you got this intergalactic spaceship, you know? I mean, it's not like you can follow it.
Or you could lie, which basically just buys you time. You know, it's like if you didn't know what you wanted to do, you didn't know you had an option to keep it, you could always keep it.
Why don't we try to buy something? I want to see what he's selling.
Oh, it was just armor, but again, it was armor for non-turns. I actually, maybe she's got a Sari armor. All right, we'll take a look at that. We'll see if there's anything we need to do for Liara.
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you.
Non-human armors. Turian, Quarian, Krogan, no. Oh, okay, he's got some armor for Rex that's better than what he's got. For 2,000, and I have 8,000, so I could buy that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not? It doesn't look like he's got any Asari armor, though.
Well, is there anything that would mess you up later by not having enough funds by purchasing this now that would be better later on in the game?
Not really.
I'm not sure how much of your finances you really have to keep into account and or track.
Let's take a look at the squad. Oh yeah, I didn't level up Liara, I guess.
Oops.
Well, good thing to do it before combat, you know?
I kind of wish it had a setting where you could actually put things on automatic every single time, so that if and when
I think
it is an option.
I think you can. I just have it off
That-
because usually
Oh,
when,
really?
when I'm playing for myself and there's nobody watching, I do like to micromanage that stuff.
It's the obsessive compulsive in me.
Yeah.
I have a hard enough time with the simpler ones. I mean, man, you could really delve into
the
this.
map. So we want to go to the hotel bar and talk to the idiot. Okay, so there's the garage. That's what we're trying to get to. Synthetic insights. That's the elevator to the hotel.
California.
What was that? Clear destination. Did I put that there? Elevator hotel. Where's the bar? In the hotel.
Yeah, but which one?
I think there's only one hotel here.
Well, it's not like they get a lot of traffic.
You gotta wonder when people are going through Twitch, if they see Mass Effect, they're like, yeah, I bet you I'll click on that and it'll be an elevator.
I wonder if you could make a highlight reel of that.
So there's of elevators? I think somebody has.
Of Mass Effect elevators.
Alright, who's this?
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name
Wait,
is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Whatever you need done, ask someone else.
Oh, darn, I
I'm
didn't
busy.
actually mean to do that.
My mistake.
These people will smile.
I was trying to do...
Have you changed your mind?
Yeah, okay.
Would you speak to Vargas?
I wanted
for
to
me?
ask about it.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Noveria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance, discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
What's in it for me?
Money, of course. I would be well paid for this.
Is 500 credits worth it?
500 credits.
Not really. And boy, everybody seems really ready to like use you the moment you show up.
You think this uniform's just for show?
Except for the smuggling.
My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Oh, this guy wants you to smuggle. This one wants.
Do you think
to
that Binary Helix obeys all the laws?
Wow.
That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre.
So that gives
I'll
me
be
some
on my
Paragon
way.
points. I don't remember whether she's someone who also could have helped us get out of the station. It's possible. Okay, so Lurkeen is this Turian guy over here.
Yeah, they also seem to be, you know,
afternoon.
Throwing
Sit
a lot
down,
at
have a
you.
drink.
You know,
What can I do for
potentially
you?
damaging to them. I
Are
mean,
you
how do they
Lurkeen?
even remotely know that
I
they
heard you
can
might
trust
be able
you?
to help me.
You
like
are
talking to a
Spectre
cop
that
and
just
saying,
arrived,
"Hey,
are you not?
can you
What
point
can
this
old
gun at this
Turian like
person?"
me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous.
Face painting?
I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
By rents, you mean bribes for Analaeus.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office,
Okay,
I will
so
give
we're going to
you my
get what
garage
we
pass,
need
as
and
well as
some
a sum
money
of credits.
for helping this guy protect his office from being ransacked by the administrator, who is apparently crooked.
Hmm. Who isn't crooked here? My God, this is like CD Spaceport 101.
Why didn't Analaeus cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nathak.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Han Shan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll
I don't
focus
think we're
on
gonna be
trying to
lucky.
get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute.
Oh, no, not another elevator.
And do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Okay, so let's take a look. The map for the synthetic office elevator. It's got to be just in the main area, so yeah, another elevator, and then after that, another elevator.
You should call it elevator effect.
Oh, I mean, the game was made fun of quite a bit for the extensive use of elevators, which was minimized greatly in later titles.
I would hope so. Wow, music just kind of like dies on the vine there.
Well, I think the music was supposed to be in the hotel lobby, so
I know, but
okay, so that's the synthetic insights elevator.
What if somebody actually collects the elevators? I've got elevators from all over the galaxy.
Funk was actually telling me a story about German elevators when we got disconnected playing Destiny this morning.
It's a story of a lovely elevator. It's in Germany and it is really weird.
Okay, wait. That's the garage. This I think is the synthetic. Yeah, this is the synthetic insights office elevator.
Now, is there anything that we should be acquiring here that is going to be vital for the continuation of the plot later?
No, basically the main plot part of this mission is at the research station, and we need to get to the research station. We need this garage pass, so you've got to get it from somebody one way or the other. This is usually the way I end up getting it.
So all of this is just peripheral.
Yeah.
Right. So once we get to the facility, that's when things start moving.
Freeze! Handshot security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders.
I gotta say,
that
there's tons of detail.
Yeah.
I'm going in there, and I don't want to hurt you. Why don't you just go?
Nope.
We'll pretend this never happened.
Didn't work.
You want to cause trouble?
Now again, if I had better intimidation or other options, then yeah, it's possible this fight could have been avoided.
Oh, geez, right in the back.
Really want to be using that map.
Oh, down the stairs.
Alright, is that everybody? Nobody. I did not hear they all clear.
There's always one more. Did you get the guy at the top of the stairs? I don't think you did. Careful, watch your right.
A man named Gareth is looking for information on the whereabouts of one of our freighters. Our ship may have been attacked by privateers. I think that's a side mission. That's not the actual mission. The actual guy's computer, I think, is above us. It's upstairs.
My God, all the codes here seem to be just run from Xbox controllers. When will they learn? When will they? Anything good?
Some, level 2 and level 3 guns. I mean, again, because this is basically a start from scratch, I'm not gonna pass up anything, because probably we'll need almost all of it.
Well, now, can you sell, break down, trade, or in other ways utilize what you find, even though it may not be apropos to
you're
your
always
character level at the time?
You're always collecting credits, and you can use the credits to buy stuff from stores. Stuff that you get that you don't want as loot, you can... whoa, yeah, there was another guy up here.
I had a feeling there was somebody downstairs. I don't think you actually got him.
Yeah, one guard. Okay, so we've reached Lorik's computer here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that gives me the evidence there. I just spent the time basically breaking down some weapons and looking at upgrades for characters. It seems like if we want to get the thing out of that safe, we're going to have to come back later.
Oh no, we're going to have to level up.
And yeah, and Rex has to level up.
I don't think you're supposed to be in
Rex.
here, Shepard.
It's all Rex's fault.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun. Rip you to pieces.
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly. I got knocked down pretty quickly there.
Ow. Not the chairs. Anything but the chairs.
Let's see. Oh, come on, Rex. Ah, Rex.
It looks like a giant bumblebee in that outfit.
Yeah, that's the armor I just gave him. It turns out the really good armor I just bought him, he has to level up before he can wear it, so...
Uh-oh.
Oh. Thanks a lot for the biotic lift. Okay, I think that was everybody. So yeah, if we had managed to avoid the first fight, then we probably could also have avoided the second. But because we didn't, these guys came back looking for their buddies. Oh, looks like there's something else maybe to be gotten in this office.
Don't mess with the bull, young lady. You'll get the horns.
These people will smile to your face while they stab you in the back.
Okay, medical kit, wall safe that I can open. Technician kit.
Seeing the minimal concrete motif throughout.
Combat sensor 2.
For all that, they couldn't pack in the combat sensor 1.
Nothing there.
It must be really echoey if everything's
Nothing
just
there.
hard concrete.
Yeah, concrete. Yeah, exactly. Not very cozy, huh?
Nope.
And you gotta think very cold. I mean, look out the windows,
Yeah,
right?
you'd think it would be kind of highly insulated with a lot of.
Yeah, like I'll walk over here so you can see the view out the window there.
Well, it's just that I mean, if they're
The
already
blizzard.
if they're in a dark blizzardy, world as it is, you'd think there'd be some color about the place. You know what I mean? Even just some mood lighting.
Okay. How do I get back downstairs? It's like I'm lost in an office.
I'm resistant to put in an elevator joke. How do I get downstairs?
Is it this? Yes, it's this.
Some sort of vertical lift device.
Yeah, so Rex has got his little Bruce Lee armor going on there.
Is it? I don't know. He looks like a giant bumblebee.
Oh,
Commander,
okay.
there have been reports of noise from the synthetic insights
Which I'm sure he
office.
would hate.
Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Ananias' thugs ripping the place apart.
It must be really easy to sneak up on
Smartass,
those guys. I mean, they don't really
That's
have a lot of
fine.
vision behind
I can
them.
work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Okay, so Keen paid us and offered the pass to get the stuff off his computer before the administrator could get a hold of it. This is the administrator's assistant who's saying, I know what you've been up to. Meet me in the hotel. Talk to me instead of that guy. And I think I remember what goes on there.
I don't know what kind of game is this.